Hello everyone, I'm going to teach you how to set up a GameCube controller for Smash Remix. Now I have a lot of questions on how to use the C-Stick, how to set up the GameCube controller so that it functions properly. Recently I helped Hungrybox set up his controls in less than 5 minutes, so I'll try to teach you guys how to set it up properly and explain a little bit more on why it has to be set this way. So first things first, you're gonna need a way to connect the GameCube controller onto your PC. So I have an original OEM adapter for Wii U. So I'm gonna go ahead and before I start anything, before the program is opened, I'm going to plug that into my computer. And I'm doing this live for you guys. I'm showing you guys step by step. I'm gonna do it myself too, so you guys understand and see how this is done. All right, I'm gonna connect my controller to port 1. So now my GameCube controller is connected onto my PC. Next thing we're gonna do is open up RMGK. So now we have RMGK opened. We're gonna go ahead and hit plugins. This is important. So you're gonna hit plugins. If you're using an OEM GameCube controller with adapter, you want to go to GameCube adapter. This will natively transfer the controls onto the emulator to match the N64, but we're not done yet. There's a lot of things we need to change after doing so. Now, if you have a lossless adapter, the lossless adapter does work for the GameCube adapter input plugin. And if you have a Mayflash adapter, the Mayflash has to be set to Wii U mode in order to be picked up by the GameCube adapter plugin. If you're using PC mode, you need to switch to generic USB input. But for now, let's do GameCube because a lot of people are confused about the GameCube. We're gonna hit OK. Okay, now we're gonna go to input. Now, first things first that you're gonna see is if you move your stick and you hold up or down or left or right, you'll notice you get a stick reading. Now, you want to make sure that your stick reading has to hit around 80 to 90. 85 is the sweet spot. So our controller doesn't do that. This means if we try to run left or right, the game will just make us walk. If we try to jump, we won't even jump. It's that bad. So what we want to do is keep stick dead zone at 9%. We need that. Stick sensitivity, let's turn this up. Let's try 120. Still not good enough. It's still not good enough. Let's try 135. Much better. There we go. 135. It reads above 80 all areas. See? So I would say do 135, but if you want to tinker with it, just make sure you're hitting above 80 in all 4 cardinal directions. You don't have to press hard, but just press gently, press enough so that you're, when you're actually playing the game, that's the readings you get. So it has to be above 80. So stick sensitivity, 135%, it should be fine. Trigger threshold, this just means how much you have to press the trigger for it to activate as a button. You can keep this as 50, but if you want to adjust it, you can. All right, now for the buttons. A is A, that is fine, you could keep that. B is B, that is fine too. Start is start, that is fine, you don't have to touch that. Triggers is where it gets tricky. People don't know that the L trigger on the 64 remote is the taunt button. So we want to click this and set it to D-pad left. So set it to D-pad left. I'll explain more in a second, but we want to keep the taunt on the D-pad. We'll make it D-pad left. Now for R, on Nintendo 64, R is grab. For you guys, it's shield. So we're going to switch R to the GameCube controller's Z button. There we go, because this is grab. This is the grab button. So we're switching it to the Z button on your GameCube controller. So this is your grab button. Now we have 2 shield buttons, so you can go ahead and set it's Z. So on N64, Z button is the shield. So we can set our left trigger and our right trigger as both Z1 and Z2 because these are the shield buttons. So that's what you want to do. Now for D-pad, this is interesting. So the D-pad is actually the C-stick. People don't know this, but for Smash Remix, we don't use the D-pad on an original N64 controller while we play. So the developers have programmed it so that when you press the D-pad up or down or left or right, it'll register as an optional C-stick press. So what we're gonna do is D-pad up is gonna be C-stick up, and D-pad left is C-stick left, D-pad down is C-stick down, and then so on and so forth. So your C-stick is the Nintendo 64's D-pad. This is what you're missing if you're trying to use the C stick in the game. Now, you might be saying, but I want to jump with X and Y. Yes, we're not done yet. So we go to the C buttons. We're going to set left C button to Y and right C button to X. The reason is, in the Nintendo 64, all the C buttons are jump buttons. So we're going to set left and right C buttons as your jump buttons, so it's going to be X and Y. And the reason it's left and right is because when you're trying to do a costume change, you use the left and right C buttons to change your costume. So you want to make it Y and X. Now for the very two last C buttons, this is for like changing the stage layouts in the menus. So you want to just make this D-pad up and D-pad down because we're not using it that much anyways, but it's there if you need to change, you know, the stage layout. So now your controller is fully set, your sensitivity should be fully set, your buttons should be fully set, and that is all you need. But there's one more thing we need to activate. So after you're done, hit OK and go ahead and start your ROM. All right, when you're ready and your controls are all set up, go inside the game and go into your character select screen. Now you'll see a little smash ball symbol on the top left of your port. These are your custom settings. So you can change shield color here, you can have name tag here, your visibility, your skeleton. Right, you got the point. Now if you go to page 5, you'll see something called D-pad map. This is where you want to activate the C stick. So we could set it to smash or we could set it to tilt. I'm just gonna set it to tilt for now. So if I go here, I don't know, I'm gonna pick Marth and I will put a Kirby in here. All right, so now my controller is fully set up. My dashes are very crispy, super smooth. Everything's working fine. I can Z cancel fine. Everything's looking good. And if I press the C stick, there you go. I'm down tilting. I'm forward tilting. I'm up tilting. If I jump and do a back air, this is with me using the C stick. See, I'm holding right, but I'm C sticking left. So there you go. Now your controls are set. You should be good to go. Now, please note, when you play online, it uses a certain save that everyone has, just so everyone is in sync and has everything unlocked and all the settings are proper. So when you play online, every time you play online, just make sure you remember to go to the Smash Ball, go to page 5, and turn back on your C-Stick. For anyone who's not using a GameCube controller and is still watching this video anyways, you can do the same things I just said. Just try to mimic the right stick to be your D-pad and make sure your stick sensitivity is between 80 and 90. As soon as you guys do all of the instructions I just said, the game will feel so much smoother, so much more responsive, and it'll feel very comfortable for you. Now, you might be wondering, where's tap jump toggle? We don't have tap jump toggle in the original Smash Remix official edition, but there are other editions of Smash Remix like the Knuckles mod or Project Galleon or even unofficial Smash Remix mods that add in tap jump. So if you desperately want to play with people offline with tap jump off, please check out my Discord. I have a version there for you. Anyways, guys, please take care, enjoy the controls, and please subscribe if you can, and enjoy Smash Remix. Thanks, peace out.